Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Dio here. Today we're going to be unboxing Crybaby plush pendants, and there's a lot of them, including the newest series, Vacation Mode On. So there's just a lot of them, pretty much releases from last year to this year. So I've unboxed some vinyl face plush pendants for Crybaby before, but they weren't really solely dedicated to Crybaby, so this will be the first video where it's pretty much all Crybaby. The only one that's not a vinyl face is the Sunset Concert series, so we're going to start with that and then work away from the oldest to the newest. So let's start with the Sunset Concert series. This series features Crybaby in almost like schoolgirl outfits. It's very almost slice of life every day, and there are 6 options you could see. Here's 4 of them and 2 on this side, plus 1 secret. So yeah, like I said, they're very kind of typical schoolgirl outfits with different Crybabys with different kind of expressions, but they're all crying expressions, of course. So the options in the series are all named under different colors. So there's purplish blue, bright orange, pink gray, dim green on this side, and then beige blue and pink white on this side, plus a secret. And I know the secret is kind of like a graduation Crybaby with like a graduation cap. So it's like the schoolgirls kind of graduate from school. I don't really have a particular one that I really want in this series. I think the cool one would be dim green, because that's the only one with very different eyes, the X eyes, so I kind of like that one. Other than that, I'm fine with any of them, honestly. And I do only have 1 box of these because I wasn't really tuned to them since I prefer more vinyl face plush. So let's take a look at box number 1. Oh, we got a pink one. And we got pink gray. Pink gray is pretty cute. It's very not my style. As you know, I'm not really into the pink colors. So, but this one has a cute expression. So everything in these plush pendants are made out of plush, though there's really no vinyl. Even tears are made out of plush, as you can tell. The eyes and all the little face details are embroidered in, so that's pretty nice detailing. Her outfit's made of different fabrics, including like a ribbon for her little bow around her neck. So it's various materials, but all soft materials. Definitely no vinyl materials here. I do kind of like the color scheme of it, because it's not just pink, there's kind of like a gray, hence the name pink gray. As for arms, there are wires in them, so you can actually pose them. The head does not turn because it's pretty much a plush sewn on to the plush body. And no, there are no flexibility or posability in the legs. So only the arms are posable, which is kind of nice. I wasn't actually expecting the arms to be able to be moved, but nice little detail. Overall, she's cute. Not really my thing though, to be honest. Next, we'll move on to the Crying Again series. So this series features vinyl face plush pendants. There are 6 options with 2 secrets, and these 6 options are kind of like animals, except Alice. That one's kind of like an outlier for the series, which is kind of a little weird in my opinion, but it's different. It's Crybaby, so she's always a little different. She's doing her own thing. So for this side, we have a bee, duck, we have a bunny, and Alice. And then on this side, we have a frog and a bear. And there's 2 options, and I think I've seen them. They're pretty similar, just different color swaps, and they're pretty much naked Crybabies. And those secrets are 1 of 144. And to be honest, I've seen them, and I think I like the regular versions more. I think the secret is a little, I don't know, it's just a naked Crybaby, so I feel like I like her in outfits more. And for the ones I really want the duck, the bee, and the frog. Out of all the options, I think those 3 are my favorite animals in these sets. So I'll be happy with any of those 3. Or all 3. We'll see how lucky we get. So let's start with box number 1 for Crying Again series. And these bags are really cute. It says Crying Again on them. So they're very themed, which is kind of nice. We got the bunny. Box number 1 is I'll Give You All My Love, which is the bunny. So another pink one, back to back. This one's at least cuter, there's more to look at. So you can see the face is completely vinyl, and the tears are vinyl too. Kind of like a translucent material, which is kind of nice. And pretty much it's that same, similar plush, almost, but translated into like a vinyl face version. But you can see, the blush on both cheeks, and kind of the tears are pretty much just similar in style. And then the mouth, the nose, I guess the eyes are a little different for this one. But this one also has the kind of bunny ears on top. Of course, she's dressed as a bunny. And a little bow here. It's not a ribbon material, but it's a little softer, more plush material, with the 2 little buttons and a little furry outfit for a bunny. She also has a little tail in the back right here. Also, I think, yes, the heads for these do turn, since the heads are vinyl and the body is plush. But I feel like it's very slight, so I don't want to turn it too much just in case I break it. She also has this like strap that straps her kind of bunny hat on. You could tell it goes around her face, and it is connected. Is the whole thing, is it actually like a hood? No, it's sewn on at the top, so you can't actually take it off. But it is connected from the neck to the head. So yeah, so you don't want to turn the head too much, or else you might break this little strap that goes around. Her arms are not posable. There's no wiring in these ones, unlike the previous series. Overall, I think she's really cute. I definitely prefer this one over the previous one because I like the kind of like the vinyl detail on it. And she also feels a little bigger too, like a good, more solid, if you know what I mean. Now for box number 2. It's the duck. And box number 2 is Duck Hue. Pardon my language. So Crybaby here is a duck. She's in a yellow outfit. Pretty similar, honestly, for the bottom to the previous one. She has that same kind of ribbon look with the furry body and then the hands and feet, which has no wiring in them. But her face has a different expression this time. She has kind of like an open mouth look. And then, of course, she's wearing a duck hat this time. So I guess overall, these plush, the difference is really in the hat that she's wearing and the expression of her face. This one does have blue eyes though, whereas previous one had brown eyes, I believe. And the blue eyes matches the duck's blue eyes. I wish the duck hat was pushed forward more because it's kind of hard to see the actual duck animal face when it's pushed back up so far. Because even when you hang it, it's a little bit harder to tell that it's an actual duck. But overall, I really like this color scheme. I bias towards lighter colors, and yellow is my favorite color, so I really like this one. More than the previous, at least. She also has blonde hair in this one, so that's another difference. Overall, I wish she was a little bit more complex though, because as you know, I like my figures and plush pendants a little bit more crazy and interesting. And now for the last box in the series, box number 3 for Crying Again series. We got the bee. Box number 3 is I'll Bring You a Flower. And here Crybaby is dressed as a bee. So I think instantly I know this is my favorite of all 3. I just like the more interesting kind of look. And I do really like bee color or bee theme things, so just a little more biased to this. So face is pretty similar to the last one. Crybaby has kind of like a closed mouth, like a red lip. And then she has a kind of like a dark beige hat with little bee antennas on the top. This time she has white hair. And her outfit is like a bee pattern body. So it's a little different than the one before. She also has a little tail on this one too. Do bees have tail? I guess they have a stinger. I also like how her ribbon is almost like kind of like two-toned here. You can see kind of that same color as the hat with little white edges on it. So overall, like I said, this one's more interesting to look at in general. And next we have the Cry Again earphone cases. So there are two options for these. There's the duck one that we unboxed already for the vinyl face plush pendant, and we have a bear one that we did not get for the plush pendant. And this one's called Love Make Us Cry, and this one's the same name, Duck You. So let's take a look at both of them. Let's start with a duck first, since we already looked at the duck plush pendant. And this is just kind of like another easy blister pack where you just crack open on the sides. There's a little bit of tape here, but I just kind of cracked it open. And here's what it looks like. It's pretty much the Crybaby without the body. And the difference is that these faces are made of silicone, so it's a lot softer compared to the vinyl faces for the plush pendants. You can kind of see a duck expression a little bit more here, or the duck hat, because the beak is actually made of silicone also, whereas the previous it was plush in the plush pendant. And there's the eyes here that are embroidered in. And yeah, the hat is all plush, as you can see how furry it is from the back. And then the head is all silicone. She also has this kind of like ribbon tie on the bottom. I mean, it's coming undone a little bit, but I don't want to untie it because I feel like I don't know how to do that knot again. And because it's an earphone case, there's of course a little zipper in the back where you unzip. And there's the inside of the earphone case. So it's big enough where you could put your Samsung or your AirPods from Apple into here. But I'm not sure the actual size of this. I feel like it is a little smaller, so nothing too big. But you can also use this for other stuff like coins or, you know, small bottles of lotion, lip balm, anything you could think of. And also the zipper quality is pretty nice. You can easily zip it, close and open. Here's also a comparison with the plush pendant and the earphone case. As you can tell, they're pretty similar in size. This one's just missing the body. And now we'll look at the bear version called Love Makes Us Cry. And there we go. So this is the bear version. I believe this is probably the more popular of the two. I feel like this is one that's always sold out. And I see the duck one still available from time to time. But the bear version, pretty much it's the same thing except with the bear hat outfit. This one is in brown with matching brown hair for the Crybaby. And it's, honestly, I think it's a little different in texture. The duck one has more of like a lower, softer pile. I wouldn't say softer, but very low, very almost velvety kind of feel. But the teddy bear one is more higher pile, more plush kind of look. They're both still very soft though. So a bear has a brown string instead of the orange one that the duck has. But overall, they're pretty similar in structure. The zipper, also very smooth on this one. The same size compartment in both, so there's no difference in which size you're getting. They're both the same. And of course, the little bear ears are very, very soft too, made out of plush. Which one do you like out of these two? I think I honestly like the duck more. It's a little bit more, I don't know, more to look at. Whereas the bear is very typical Crybaby bear. I feel like the bear is a little overdone with Hirono, and I feel like there's other characters using bears as motifs. So a duck you don't see as often. Next, we'll look at the Powerpuff Girls collab. So these are also vinyl face plush pendants, but they're this time collab with the Powerpuff Girls. I grew up watching the Powerpuff Girls, so I'm pretty familiar with these. There are 6 options with 1 secret, and the secret is 1 out of 72 chance. So for the series, we have Bubbles, Blossom, and Buttercup, of course. We have like a regular version of them, and then we have kind of like a bunny outfit version of them. And then the secret is, I forgot her name. She's like a rich princess who's a little spoiled. And maybe she has no powers except for having money. I wish I had that power. The ones I want are pretty much the normal Bubbles, Blossom, and Buttercup. I don't really like this bunny outfit thing going on with the Crybabies because I feel like I keep getting the bunny ones recently. And I have 2 boxes of these, so let's start with box number 1. These are very hard to rip. Bubbles. Box number 1, we have Bubbles. Out of all 3, I think Blossom would be probably my favorite, but Bubble comes pretty much in second. She has her signature pigtails in blonde, and you can see her crying crybaby bubble face. And her whole body is blue, so these ones are more pill-like in shape. If you've seen the Disney Tsum Tsums, that's kind of what they remind me of, where it's like a chibi character that's kind of pill-like, but you just get the face of the character in the front. There's not too much to look at, honestly, except for the face for these. You see her signature blue eyes, her tears, and then her blonde hair with her pigtails coming up on the side. Her ring is also blue to match, but yeah, overall they're pretty simple. It is weighted on the bottom, and they are magnetic on the bottom, but I'll show you how that works when we unbox the next one. And now for box number 2. We got Buttercup. Number 2, we got Buttercup. Unfortunately, we didn't get Blossom, which is my favorite, but Buttercup is pretty cool too. So Buttercup has her signature green color, and she has her kind of like hair points because her hair just go up a little bit. Her face is completely vinyl, like Bubbles, and she has her little 2 tears out of her eyes, whereas Bubbles has these more puddle tears. So a cool thing about these is that they're magnetic, so you can actually stack them and they kind of stay on. So if I had Blossom, I would have all 3 of them together. So I don't really like these that much where I want to get Blossom to complete the trio, but they are cool. They're very cool. In a later series, you see they do the same thing again. I wish the magnet was a little bit more centralized. You can see it's a little bit, I wouldn't say weak, but it's not right in the middle of the plush, so I feel like it varies depending on the order that they're stacked. And it applies the other way around too. Overall, I honestly wish they did like a complete full body Powerpuff Girls collab instead of this kind of style. I don't think it's very fitting for these characters, especially when they have such like simple bodies. They could have easily made like full body plush pendants for this collab. And next we'll look at the Love You Cherry Much blister pack. So this blister pack features just one design of Crybaby, but it comes in 2. So they're supposed to be like cherries where, you know, it's one little stem for 2 cherries, and each cherry is a different Crybaby look. But yeah, there's only one design since it's like a single blister pack, so we'll just open it and take a look. They're very cute. And here's Love You Cherry Much. I really love the punny name they have for this plush pendant. So it features a very soft kind of plush cord that's tied right here to look like the leaves and stem of a cherry. And at the end are 2 Crybabies that act as cherries. One is red and one is pink. And the cool thing is that the heads, the side of them are magnetic, so they stay together. You can tell they don't, it's a pretty strong magnet too. So whenever they're dangling, they're not gonna come apart. I'm not sure if you can even like take them apart. They just kind of eventually find their way back. Oh, there we go. And the 2 are in very similar outfits, just a different color. The red one is of course a little bit more red, and then the pink one is more of a pink color version of the outfit. And the face it's almost like the Buttercup and the Bubbles, whereas the Buttercup had more like these dot tears on the ends of the eyes, and the Bubble ones had more of the puddle tears on this one. The hair is also a little slightly different color. One is orange and one is blonde. And here's the back of them. They're very, very soft. You could kind of even tell. On the back, this one looks even more like cherries from the back. He took away the bodies. But that's what makes them cute, are the faces that they have. And then this key ring is kind of like tied into here, so it can turn and be adjusted if you needed. But it's a nice green color that matches exactly the same as the green cord up here. Overall, this one's really nice. I'm definitely gonna use it. Even though it's like pink, I know it's not really my color, but I like the concept of this one. It's very cool. Next, we'll look at the Wild But Cutie series. So Wild But Cutie series features Crybaby in kind of like a leopard colored animal prints. The one thing is that these are similar to the Powerpuff Girls series, where it's more of like that zoom pill look instead of the full body face. For this series, there are 6 options, and they're pretty much 6 different colors. So we have Camel Cutie, Vintage Cutie, Vanilla Cutie, Pink Cutie, Denim Cutie, and Neon Cutie. There's also one secret, which is 1 of 72 chances, as always. Aside from the secrets, the ones I want will probably be Vanilla Cutie, maybe Vintage, and maybe Camel. The top 3, I guess. As you know, I like the lighter colors, and I think the Camel is very like classic green camel, so that's why I kind of like that one too. So let's start with box number 1 for the series. So these two come in the newer drawstring bags. It has the Wild But Cutie logo on the front, and then the back, there's not anything, but you can see kind of that leopard print that's all over the bag too. It comes with a really cute pink drawstring too, which is kind of unexpected, but it's kind of nice. Little contrasting color. First one we have, oh, I think that's the vanilla. Box number 1, we have Vanilla Cutie. This one's really nice. I really like this color. But the Vanilla Cutie is kind of that white and a little bit of like a light gray colorway. And Crybaby here also has white hair and brown eyes. You can see this series have cat ears on the top, and on the back there's a tail. And there's a magnet in the tail, so you could adjust it, which is a nice little feature. And their whole body is very soft. You can see how like high-piled this fur is. And the back, on the bottom is that similar magnetic. It's like a velvety fabric, but there's magnets here, so they could stick on top of each other like the Powerpuff Girls series. And on the side, there's like 2 little whiskers that kind of lost. They're just 2 little threads, so it's kind of hard to make out. But they're on each side. And the key ring matches nicely with the plush. Yeah, overall, I really like this colorway. I think I might keep this one. But let's see what other colors we get. And now for box number 2. We have that purple one. Box number 2 is Neon Cutie. This one's not too bad in colorway. It's kind of like a nice lavender purple with a lot of darker purple spots all over. You can see a lot more contrast in these 2 colors compared to the first one. And Crybaby here has that other expression where she's looks like she's in agony or something. I don't know what to call the expression, like hurts, like an ouch kind of look. And everything pretty much is similar to the other one with the ears and the tail, which also is posable. And then the bottom has that matching kind of lavender color, but made of that more like suede, honestly, like a suede fabric. She also has these small little whiskers to the side that's made of like a single thread. Well, a thicker thread, it's not really a thin thread. But yeah, overall, she's cuter than I expected, but probably something I won't be keeping. And now for box number 3, the final box for the series. Oh, I think this is Vintage. Yes, box number 3 is Vintage Cutie. I honestly really like this one too. It's either this or the vanilla one for me. I like how contrasting this one is. It has the white on top, the over color. But then it has this darker brown and lighter brown colorway that's mixed in, so it gives a little bit more visual interest. It's very more like classic leopard-like in colors. So overall, I really like this one too. Her eyes are bright blue in this one with kind of like a brunette look color hair. And then like the previous ones, the tail is bendable and her little ears on the top and little whiskers. And now that we unbox all three, we could finally stack them. Okay, so here's all three of them stacked. So it's powerful enough for them to stack, but it's not too powerful because they could just separate pretty easily. The one weird thing is that like the magnets are a little bit like weirdly placed for each of them, so sometimes they're not very like right on top of each other, so it's a little bit harder to find where the magnets is. So like this top two, you could tell the magnet is right in the center where they separate, but on the bottom you can see this big gap in the back where the magnet for this one is more towards the head, so that's where it is sticking to. Yeah, it's also kind of like hard to find sometimes because it's not right in the center. Like, yeah. So I wouldn't stack them and hang it like that unless it's at home, because you'll easily lose it if you go out. But yeah, I wish it was maybe two magnets, like one in the top heads and one in the back near the tail, so it's a little bit stronger and a little bit more even too. Next, we'll look at the final blister pack, the Shiny Shiny. So Shiny Shiny series is a relatively newer series, came out maybe a little bit halfway through 2025. And it features kind of ballerina look for Crybaby. So for this plush pendant, she is in like a little tutu, a ballerina dress. And she has her hair done. I think this is the first time where they kind of had Crybaby hair, almost not real hair, but you can see once I open it, it's a little bit more strands of hair instead of just kind of plush hair in one piece. And here she is. So her face is completely plush for this one. It's actually not a vinyl face plush pendant. And she has embroidered eyes, embroidered facial features with plush tears. And in her outfit, her bottom is more like an embroidered top, and then the actual frill dress part of the tutu is made of this kind of like very mesh white fabric with little silver, I guess it's no one called glitter, little like glimmering pieces in there. Her arms are posable, so you could make her do a little, I don't know, ballerina poses, I guess. And then her feet are not posable, so there's no posability. I wish they were though, so she could, do more cute little poses like that. And the one special feature about her is the material for her hair. You can see the actual like individual strands. So this is very interesting how they did it. It's almost like they put a wig on her. And her hairstyle, she has a top knot at the top and then kind of this, I guess like a hairband, a scrunchie that goes around the top knot. And on the back, you can see her hair actually has two little hair clips that keeps them in. I'm sure some of you may have seen on social media where people kind of undo her hair and do crazy hairstyles with it. I'm not going to do that because I feel like if I undo it, there's no chance for me to get it back to this way. So I'm going to keep it like this for how she looks, because I might use her. I do want to kind of take these out to see, oh, actually they move. So those are like almost like real hair clips. So I'm going to keep them in because if I take them out, I feel like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to get back in. But you could tell that it just slides out slowly. But yeah, I'm going to keep them in. Overall, it's a good blister pack, and it wasn't too expensive because it's not a vinyl face, so it's a 1+ for this version. As I'm playing with her, I feel like her hair's already getting messed up. You can't tell it's becoming undone. So I don't know, I feel like if I use her hair's gonna just go everywhere at the end of the day. And now last but not least, we have the newest series, Vacation Mode On. That series features Crybaby in summer vacation. So she's in summer vacation mode in swimsuits, bikinis. And for this series, there are 6 options again. Here's 4 on this side and then 2 on this side with 1 secret. So let's take a look at them. On this side, we have My Summer Vibe, Full Sail, Let's Surf, and Chilling on the Beach. And then on this side, we have Sunbathing and Glug Glug. There's also 1 secret, that's 1 out of 72. I've actually seen it, it's really cute. It's Crybaby in like a mermaid outfit, so it's very fitting for Crybaby for this kind of summer vacation series on the beach. And for the ones I really like this Let's Surf looking one. I like this surfboard that actually comes with it. It's very interesting. I feel like they rarely come with accessories when it's the blind box pack. So it's cool to see that it comes with actual surfboard. And then I also kind of want this kind of scuba diving snorkeling look. Glug Glug, I guess she's drowning. And then I like it because her shirt says "Girls Do Cry." So it's a little cute quote on there. So you have 2 boxes of these, so let's see what we get. And like the last series, these ones do come in the new drawstring bags too. That's the whole logo on top and then a nice little beach scene on the bottom with the sandcastle. Oh, we got, what's her name? Sunbathing. Box number 1 is Sunbathing. There's a lot of protective film on her face. I'm gonna take that off. So this is cool that they're like actually putting accessories on Crybaby. So this one comes with sunglasses. You could either lift them up or put them down. And it's held on by actually, I'm not sure how it's held on. Okay, I see it. There's a little like a hook kind of made into sunglasses, and they stitch the head into the hook and through the plush of the head. So that's why it's a little bit flexible. Almost like the Flip With Me Labubu sunglasses where you hook it into the side. This one's more stitched on. So you can either have Crybaby with sunglasses up or sunglasses down. Overall, this is very cute. I wasn't expecting sunglasses to be able to be moved or, you know, like a prop piece accessory. So that's nice. And I feel like, oh wow, you can see the hinge on the sunglasses here. So I feel like if you take them off, you can actually like hinge it and close it up, which is pretty cool. A nice little detail that didn't have to be done because I feel like no one really want to take these off, but nice to see nonetheless. This Crybaby has crazy blonde hair. You can see how it's just kind of a little bit wild, very curly, going everywhere, and it's like individual threads too. So the quality, as you can see from like the very beginning to this, has really gone up. And she has a typical vinyl face, her bright blue eyes and her tears. And it looks like her lips are very red, almost like she's wearing lipstick. A very like classic makeup look. She's wearing a 1-piece bodysuit and has blue stripes. And I guess she's sunbathing. So it's like a very classic, almost like you see in the movies, old movies, a beach look for sunbathing. So yeah, I kind of enjoy this one more than I expected. There are no wiring on these ones, so nothing is posable on the bottom. And the heads do turn, which is one little feature. And now for final box of this unboxing video. Oh, we got the Glug Glug. And box number 2 is Glug Glug. There's these 2 little things in their bag. I assume they were like protective things for the hair, but they fell off. But she still looks good. This one, Crybaby looks like she's going snorkeling or scuba diving because she's wearing these flippers. And oh, it's kind of creepy because the flippers do kind of come off, and she kind of like has stubby feet. But yeah, I guess there's not much for her to hold on to with her stubby feet. But it is cool to see that flippers are like actual plastic pieces that she's wearing. Isn't that a nice little accessory? And her hair's wild in this one. It's almost like the blister pack, where it's individual strands. And you could tell it's already like getting pretty wild at the edges. And here's the back of her hair. I wonder who's like brushing the hair and then tying it up right here. There has to be like someone who's doing that, right? The pigtails are tied up with these rubber bands over here, so I assume you could pull those off. Actually, they did a little stitch around the rubber band so they don't accidentally fall, which is nice. But I guess you could undo them if you really want to change up her hairstyle. I feel like we're gonna be seeing more like videos of people changing up her hair in this. Overall, her face is pretty simple, very similar to her previous one. And her outfit is also simple, one piece that says "Girls Do Cry." But I do love that quote that it's on here. But yeah, I think I do like this one more than the previous one, just in terms of theming. But I like the accessory on that one, and the colors for that one's a lot cooler. This one, I wish, I don't know, her one piece wasn't white. I think she needs a little bit more color to her. If you made it to here, thank you for watching through all the way. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. It's been in the works for a while as I've been collecting these since, I'm trying to think, probably since like June, and it's just been kind of stockpiling them for a big unboxing video. So I guess now was the time with the newest release with the vacation mode on. Let me know what you think of these series. Which one's your favorite? Which ones have you bought? Let me know, because they're all very different thematically, I feel. So I feel like people might like more than others. I think my favorite is still this Love You Cherry Much, which is a very big fan favorite, I know. So I know most of you would like that one. But other than that, the blind box series, which ones do you like the most? As always, if you enjoy watching my video, remember to hype, like, and subscribe, and click on the bell icon for notifications for future videos. And remember to check out the video description down below for links to my socials and my shop, where some of these will definitely be on there. But yeah, until next box, bye!